Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to talk about the Inhumans. Apparently there is a rumor going around, that's right, it's a rumor, this is not fact, that the Inhumans, Marvel might be looking at rebooting them for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This rumor comes from MCU Cosmic. Now I don't know how reliable MCU Cosmic is. I've heard that site come up before. I did check them out to read the whole article, and yeah, they are claiming that they have a source that's saying that Marvel is planning on rebooting the Inhumans within the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, if you guys remember, there was an Inhumans TV series that lasted only, I think, like 13 episodes, and then got canceled very quickly. I don't even think it made the full 13 episodes. I don't remember. I did see the first 2 episodes. I was one of those idiots that went to go see it in the IMAX, and it was hard to watch. It wasn't good, and I didn't even bother watching the rest of the series. Even though in the back of my head I said, maybe I will check the series. I think if you go back and check out that review, I do say, maybe I'll check it out, I don't know. And I ended up not watching the show after all. So the first 2 episodes were enough to turn me off. And look, Inhumans, I love what the MCU has done. But it's a known fact by this point that Marvel Television and Marvel Studios, the film division, they are separate things. And so a lot of the television stuff is hit or miss for me. I liked the Netflix stuff that Marvel Television has done. I did not love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the beginning. I do think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had got better as it went along. Agent Carter was pretty good too. I liked Agent Carter. But yeah, Inhumans was the worst. So there you go. And that's why Marvel said, no, we're not connecting that at all. So far, the only television show up to this point that has been connected to the movies is actually Agent Carter. Because if you go and watch Avengers Endgame, Jarvis, Howard Stark's limo driver in the 1970s, that's the actual actor and character from the Agent Carter TV series. So that's the first big connection to a television show that they've done. I think Agent Carter got a pass, though, because the writers of all 3 Captain America movies and Infinity War and Endgame were producers and writers on Agent Carter, and so they had a little pull on that. Also, to the fact that Agent Carter got canceled after 2 seasons. With a little bit of backlash from fans. You know, fans really liked Agent Carter. I thought it was a good series, too. I was kind of sad to see it go. I thought it was cool that there was the show that was set in the 40s and was, you know, featured on a really strong female character like Peggy Carter. And Haley Atwell is a great actress. She deserved better, man. A lot of people would say Season 1 was better than Season 2, but I think people were okay with Season 2 as well. And a young Howard Stark, played by Dominic Cooper from Captain America the First Avenger, returned in that role. There were a couple of other cameos throughout those 2 seasons from familiar characters that we knew from the Captain America movies. But yeah, it was a really good series. And Inhumans sucked, so we ignore that one. Seeing that they want to bring back, if this is true and they want to put Inhumans on the big screen, I find that interesting, but at the same time it also makes sense because Miss Marvel, which is one of the upcoming Disney streaming service shows on Disney+, I read up that she was an Inhuman. So that is an interesting starting point. If they want to, they could start setting up the Inhumans in that show. Now, of course, the Inhumans have also made appearances on, not major Inhumans, but Skye on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is an Inhuman. So that's something interesting to note. Will they forget about her character, especially now that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is ending? I think out of all these shows on cable networks, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. should also be connected to the MCU. Now that it's coming to an end, I think it's fair that some of those characters maybe can pop up in the future in some of these Marvel Disney Plus TV shows. The great thing about these Disney Plus shows also is that Kevin Feige will be running the ship this time. Unlike the other television shows where Jeff Loeb is the one running all those other shows, Kevin Feige, who already runs Marvel Studios, so the movie division, he will be overseeing the television shows on Disney Plus, which is why they're saying heavily that Disney Plus, the shows that are going to feature on Disney Plus, will be the ones that will tie directly into the films. Like, we could see those characters pop back into the films. They're already saying WandaVision, the show with Scarlet Witch and Vision, is going to tie in directly to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So there's some interesting things going on Disney Plus. I'm really excited about it as a Star Wars and MCU fan. There's some cool nerdy stuff that I love. And the Inhumans, if Miss Marvel is a show that's going to set up the Inhumans and then maybe spin them off into their own movie, that means she can even jump over into the Inhumans films. I thought Miss Marvel was more connected to Captain Marvel, so it's going to be interesting to see how they tie all these shows and movies together, especially knowing that these will be more heavily connected. But they're also saying that, remember, this is a rumor, and that this probably is not going to happen anytime soon, like maybe 5-6 years down the line. So that's why they're saying take it as a rumor right now. Personally, I hope we get the X-Men and Fantastic Four before Inhumans, but I wouldn't mind seeing what a good adaptation of the Inhumans would be like. I mean, they have a giant freaking dog, so there is some interesting stuff going on there. With that being said, comment below, guys. Are you excited? Do you want to see the Inhumans rebooted and put on the big screen, or do you think they should leave them dead and buried? I always say, as long as you get the right people in charge, you can get a good movie, or even a television show out of it. Just look at the Batman franchise. That's a franchise we've seen at its best with the Dark Knight trilogy, and at its worst with Joel Schumacher's 2 films. So, any of these characters can be done right or terrible. It depends on who is the person making the calls. With that being said, I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Start a conversation in the comment section below. I know there's people out there that watch my videos on a regular basis. Some, maybe not all the time, but if you are one of those people, comment below, start a discussion. I want to see people interacting with one another, and maybe I'll interact too if I feel there's a comment that's worth commenting to. So, with that being said, until next time, take care.